Welcome back to Sports Prophecy TV, and I'm your host, Jay Taylor. And today, I'm not just speaking as a YouTuber or a football analyst. Right now, I want to speak to the fans or my fellow fans of the Jamaica football program. And I want to ask this question. Are we expecting too much too quickly from this team and this head coach? Let's rewind and look where we're coming from a year ago. Last year, we were in a World Cup qualifying battle where it turned out to be disastrous. We had a head coach who had no idea what he was doing on the job. We had a JFF that wasn't functioning at all. We had players getting stuck in different countries. We had players can't even get a proper accommodation in a hotel. We had players protesting. We had the captain of the team walking out on the team. We had a battle for position in the JFF. We had a divide between local and English based players. Then Paul Hall took over the team after the JFF finally conjured up enough courage to get rid of a head coach who was dragging the program down. Paul Hall came in. We finally start seeing some level of changes as far as the style of play. Jamaica starting to look like we actually have an identity. Then disaster struck again. Paul Hall was treated as if he was one of the guys, never got that respect that he should have gotten from the JFF as a past player, as someone who's a pro licensed head coach. He was then removed from the job. Hence came Coach Heimir Hallgrimson, a coach with a high pedigree, who took a small country like Iceland to the World Cup. Then we starting to expect the similar results from the head coach as soon as he took over the Jamaican job. He started officially in January. He started out playing against Argentina, very tough game. We saw some progress there. Jamaica fought vigilantly. That gave the fans some hope. However, there was still a JFF in the background that was just fooling around and still trying to figure out what they wanted to do. And let's not forget an individual like Dalton Wint, Roy Simpson, who constantly makes a mess of logistics. Then we starting to finally turn the corner when there was a new general secretary in Dennis Chung. We saw him starting to make an effort to create an environment of transparency. Though he was still ridiculed, fans still don't really trust him. And I don't think that trust is just not trusting him. I think that trust is for the JFF overall. Where are we now? We have a Gold Cup coming up this summer, June 24th, the first game against the United States. How should the fans really feel? There are some fans that are saying we should win the Gold Cup. Some fans are saying at least a semi-final berth. But where are we really as a team? Where are we really as a country? Are we really in a position to be expecting a win from a team that hasn't really won a game in so long? Are we making the same mistakes as fans where Jamaica had a very decent team on paper for the last Gold Cup? Are we falling into that same trap again? That's what I want to ask the fans. Are we a bit too overly exuberant about our potential chances in this upcoming Gold Cup? Should we more be on the side of caution? Should we accept that we are actually not there yet where we need to be as a team? Should the fans get back to being fans? Should we have less scouts and more fans? Should we as fans also start thinking about how many players we want to bring in and how many new players we want to implement at once? I think for this football program to go forward, the JFF has gotten their end of the stick. The coaches has gotten their end of the stick. But I think as fans, it's about time that we also take some of the responsibility for our passion and love for country. I think has blinded us from the actual realities. And there's no problem with a person loving their country very much. But we also should never forget to keep our eyes on the ball. Never forget reality is different from emotions. Let's start thinking logically than just think with our passion and our emotions and the way we feel about our country. Let's evaluate where our team really is. Is this a team that should go to the United States and beat the United States after having winning a game in almost a year? Should we be more cautious? Should we just get back to being fans again and support the team and accept our reality? This is a question for all the fans, all the viewers of the Sports Prophecy TV. Leave a comment in the comment section and let's have this discussion. This is a different video tonight. This video is not about beating anyone, the JFF, or beating the fans. This video is about having a true discussion about where we really are as a team, as a country, as a fan. Are we really ready? Are we really ready to win a tournament based on where we are today? So thank you again, guys, for tuning into Sports Prophecy TV. And I'm your host, Jay Taylor. Until next time.